Hello, my friend. Welcome to Coffee English, where we make learning English feel like home. Today, I want to share something with you, something that might change everything you thought about speaking English. And I promise you, by the end of this episode, you will understand yourself better. You will see why some days English feels easy and other days it feels impossible. This episode is special. It is about a mystery that lives inside all of us, a mystery that can unlock your English-speaking power. Have you ever talked to a stranger in English and felt free? Maybe at a coffee shop in another city. Maybe asking for directions from a tourist. Maybe sitting next to someone on a train. The words just came out. You made mistakes, but you did not care. You laughed. You connected. It felt natural. But then, the next day, you had a meeting with your colleagues. People you know, people you see every week. And suddenly, your English disappeared. Your mind went blank. Every word felt heavy. Every sentence felt wrong. Why does this happen? Today, we are going to explore the stranger effect. This is the reason why you speak better English to people you will never see again. And more importantly, I am going to show you how to bring that stranger freedom into your regular life. This episode will help you understand your speaking fear. It will give you tools to feel confident in any situation. And it will teach you something that goes beyond English. Something about being human. So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let us begin this journey together. Let me tell you about something interesting. There is an old saying. It goes like this. We are most honest when we are with strangers and most careful when we are with friends. Think about that for a moment. When was the last time you told your deepest feelings to someone sitting next to you on a bus? Maybe you talked about your dreams, your fears, things you never tell your family, and that stranger listened. They did not judge you. Why? Because they will never see you again. You are free. Now think about sitting with your family at dinner. Someone asks, "How was your day?" And you say, "Fine." Even if your day was terrible, even if your heart is breaking, you wear a mask of being okay. This happens in every language. But in English, when it is not your native language, this mask becomes heavier, much heavier. Scientists have studied this. They found something fascinating. When people speak a foreign language, they often feel more brave, more honest, more free. Because the foreign language creates distance, it is like wearing a costume. The words do not feel completely you, so you can say things you normally cannot say. But here is the twist. This only works with strangers, with people who have no expectations of you, with people who do not know your normal self. With colleagues, friends, or family, you carry a different weight. The weight of reputation, the weight of what they think about me. And this weight makes English feel impossible. So the question is not, why is my English bad? The real question is, why do I feel so much pressure? Let us explore this together. Close your eyes for just 3 seconds. Picture yourself at an airport. You are waiting for your flight. A person sits next to you. They smile and ask, "Where are you traveling to?" You answer in English. Maybe your grammar is not perfect. Maybe you mix up some words, but you answer, and they understand, and you keep talking about travel, about weather, about nothing important. Now picture this. You are in a video meeting. Your boss is there. Your colleagues are there. Your boss asks, "What do you think about this project?" Suddenly, your heart beats faster. Your mind goes blank. You know the answer in your native language, but in English, the words hide. They run away. You say something short, something safe, and you feel bad about yourself. What is the difference between these two situations? The stranger at the airport has zero expectations. They do not know you. They do not know if you are usually confident or shy. They do not know if your English is usually better or worse. Every word you say is new information to them. There is no comparison, no judgment of better than yesterday or worse than last time. But your boss, your colleagues, they have a picture of you in their minds, and you know this. You worry, what if I sound stupid today? What if they think my English is getting worse? What if I say something wrong and they remember it forever? This is the stranger effect. With strangers, you have freedom because there is no history, no future, just this one moment. But with people you know, you carry the past and worry about the future. And this makes speaking English feel like climbing a mountain. A researcher named Dr. Susan Irvin Tripp studied this back in the 1960s. She found that people actually change personality when they speak different languages. A person might be shy in their native language but confident in English, or confident in their native language but shy in English. The language itself creates a new version of you. And with strangers, you get to be the best version, the brave version, the version that does not care about mistakes. But here is the beautiful part. That version is real. It is not fake. It is you, the real you that exists when fear is not watching. Now, let us go deeper. I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine you are an actor on a stage, but this is a strange theater. In this theater, there are 3 invisible chains attached to your body. The first chain is called the past. This chain pulls you backwards. It whispers, remember last week when you said that wrong word? Remember when everyone looked confused? Do not make that mistake again. The second chain is called the future. This chain pulls you forward, but in a worried way. It whispers, what if you mess up? What if they think you are not smart? What if this ruins your career? The third chain is called identity. This chain pulls you down. It whispers, you are not a confident English speaker. This is who you are, you cannot change, why even try? With strangers, these 3 chains disappear. Like magic, because strangers do not know your past, they do not affect your future, and they have no idea about your identity. But with colleagues, friends, or family, all 3 chains are tight. Very tight, and they make every word feel heavy. Let me give you an example that is not about language. Imagine you want to start dancing, just for fun. Would you rather dance alone in your room or dance in front of your family? Most people choose the room. Why? Because family has expectations. They know you as the serious one or the shy one. If you suddenly start dancing, it breaks their picture of you, and breaking that picture feels scary. But if you walk into a dance class in a different city where nobody knows you, you can be anyone. You can be the dancing version of yourself, the free version. The same thing happens with English. With strangers, you can be the confident English speaker. With people who know you, you are trapped in the old picture of the person who struggles with English. Now here is something powerful. These chains are not real. They exist only in your mind. The past is gone. The future has not happened. And your identity can change every single day. When you speak to a stranger and feel free, that is proof. Proof that you can speak English. Proof that the chains are just thoughts, not facts. So how do we break these chains in regular life? How do we bring stranger freedom to our daily conversations? That is what we will explore next. I am going to share 5 keys with you. These are not just English tips. These are life tools, tools that help you feel free in any situation. Key number 1 is called the reset button. Every conversation is new. Even if you talked to this person yesterday, today is different. Yesterday is finished. It does not exist anymore except in memory. So before you speak, tell yourself silently, this conversation is brand new. I am starting fresh. This simple thought can break the chain of the past. Think about the sun. Every morning, the sun rises. It does not carry yesterday's clouds with it. It just rises. Be like the sun. Rise fresh every time you speak. Key number 2 is called the stranger mindset. This is a powerful trick. Before you talk to someone you know, pretend in your mind that they are a stranger. Imagine you just met them 5 minutes ago. They know nothing about you. You owe them nothing. This mental game removes pressure. It sounds simple, but it works. I will give you a non-English example. Some people feel nervous cooking dinner for family, but confident cooking for guests. Why? Because guests are like strangers. No history of your cooking was better last time. Try bringing that guest energy to family dinner. The food might taste the same, but you will feel different. Key number 3 is called permission to be imperfect. With strangers, you automatically give yourself this permission. You think they do not know me, so mistakes do not matter. But with people you know, you think mistakes define you. This is wrong. Mistakes are temporary events, not permanent identity. So before speaking, say to yourself, I have permission to make 3 mistakes in this conversation. Give yourself that gift. Actually count them if you want. Okay, that was mistake 1. I still have 2 more. Great. This works in other parts of life too. Maybe you want to try a new hobby, maybe painting. If you give yourself permission to paint 5 ugly paintings first, suddenly painting becomes fun, not stressful. Key number 4 is called the curiosity switch. With strangers, conversations feel easy because you are curious. You want to know about them. You ask questions. You listen. But with colleagues, sometimes conversations feel like tests, like you have to perform. So flip the switch. Instead of thinking, I need to speak English well, think I want to learn something about this person. When you focus on them, the pressure on you disappears. Imagine a child asking questions. They do not worry about grammar, they just want to know things. Why is the sky blue? Where do birds sleep? Be that child. Curious, not careful. Key number 5 is called the 30-second rule. This is my favorite. When you feel nervous before speaking English, close your eyes and remember one moment when you spoke easily. Maybe with a stranger at a cafe, maybe with a friend from another country. Feel that freedom for 30 seconds. Really feel it in your body. Then open your eyes and speak. Your brain will remember that feeling and bring some of it into the new conversation. This technique comes from athletes. Before a big game, they remember their best performance. They feel it again. Then they play better. You can do the same with English. These 5 keys work together. They break the 3 invisible chains. They bring stranger freedom into known situations. And slowly, conversation by conversation, English becomes easier. But there is one more secret I want to share with you. Here is something most people never realize. The stranger effect teaches us something beautiful about life. It teaches us that freedom is always available, in any moment, with any person, even people we have known for years. Because here is the truth. Every single person you meet, even your closest friend, even your family, is a stranger in some way. You do not know what they are thinking right now. You do not know what they felt this morning. You do not know their secret dreams or hidden fears. We think we know people, but we only know our picture of them, and they only know their picture of us. These pictures are not real, they are stories. So when you speak English to your colleague tomorrow, remember this. They are also nervous about something. They are also worried about what you think of them. They are also human. They are also, in a way, a stranger. Just a stranger you have met many times. This perspective changes everything. It removes the heavy feeling of they know me, so I must perform. Instead, it creates curiosity. Who is this person today? What can we discover together in this conversation? There is a beautiful quote by a writer named Anaïs Nin. She said, "We do not see things as they are, we see things as we are." This means the fear you feel about speaking English is not about the other person. It is about your own thoughts, your own chains. When you realize this, you become free, because you can change your thoughts. You cannot change other people's expectations, but you can stop caring about them, not in a mean way, in a free way. Let me give you one final example that has nothing to do with language. Imagine you are walking in nature, in a forest. You can walk however you want, fast, slow, dancing, skipping. Nobody watches, nobody judges, you are free. But then imagine walking down a busy street in your city. Suddenly you walk normally. Why? Because you think people are watching, but here is the funny part. They are not. Everyone is thinking about themselves. They are worried about their own walking, their own appearance, their own life. The freedom you feel in the forest is available on the busy street. Nothing external changed, only your mind changed. The same with English. The freedom you feel with strangers is available with everyone, because that freedom lives inside you, not inside the situation. Are you starting to see the power of this? Good, now let us make this practical. Let us give you something to use today. I want to share a useful phrase with you. The phrase is starting fresh. This phrase means to begin again with a clean slate, to forget the past and create something new, to give yourself or someone else a new chance. For example, after an argument with a friend, you might say, "Let us start fresh. Yesterday is over." Or at work, if a project went badly, you might say, "We are starting fresh with this new plan." In your English learning, you can use this phrase for yourself. Every conversation, every day, you are starting fresh. The mistakes you made yesterday do not live in today. You can even say it out loud to yourself in the morning. Today, I am starting fresh with English. This phrase is powerful because it breaks the chain of the past. It gives you permission to be new, to be different, to be free. In life, this phrase works everywhere. Starting fresh with your health, starting fresh with a relationship, starting fresh with a goal that you gave up on. So let me ask you to do something right now. Say it with me, out loud if you can, or in your mind if you are in a quiet place. I am starting fresh. Again, I am starting fresh. One more time, feel it, I am starting fresh. Beautiful, that feeling you have right now, that is the stranger effect. That is freedom. And you just proved you can create it any time you want. Remember this phrase, use it every day. It will change your English, and it will change your life. We have covered a lot today, my friend. We discovered why English feels easy with strangers and hard with people we know. We learned about the 3 invisible chains, the past, the future, and identity. We explored 5 keys to bring stranger freedom into regular life. And we learned that freedom is always available in any moment with any person. But knowledge without action is just information. So I want to invite you to try something. Tomorrow, before you speak English to someone you know, use the stranger mindset. Just for one conversation. Pretend in your mind that you just met this person. They know nothing about your English history. Then speak and notice how you feel. That is it, just one conversation, one experiment. And if you want to go deeper, here is something powerful. Share your experience, not with me, but with someone else who is learning English. Maybe in the comments below this video, maybe with a friend, tell your story. Because when you share your experience, two things happen. First, you help someone else feel less alone. Someone right now is struggling with the exact same fear. Your story could be the light they need. Second, you make your learning real. Speaking about what you learned is how you truly understand it. So I invite you, leave a comment. Tell us about a time you spoke easily with a stranger, or tell us about a time you felt nervous with someone you know. Your story matters, your voice matters. And if this episode helped you, please share it with one person, just one, someone who is learning English, someone who feels scared to speak. Be the friend who brings the light. Also, if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to Coffee English. Give us a like. It helps us reach more people who need this message. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting me with your time. Thank you for working on your English and working on yourself. This has been Coffee English. Remember, every conversation is a chance to start fresh. Every word you speak is practice. Every mistake is proof that you are trying. You are not alone on this journey. Millions of people around the world are learning English right now, feeling the same fears, celebrating the same victories. You are part of something beautiful. Keep going, keep speaking, keep starting fresh. I will be here next time with another episode to help you grow. Until then, be kind to yourself, speak with courage, and remember, the stranger effect taught us something important. You already have everything you need to speak freely. You just need to remember it is there. Take care, my friend. This is Coffee English signing off.